everyone, welcome back. I am doing something slightly different in that I'm doing a skincare routine video. The thing is, most of the products I use tend to be pretty affordable. I don't think a single one of them is more than £6, but there is one product that I do use that I was introduced to by my sister-in-law that is pretty expensive, but there is a affordable alternative that I will be showing to everyone. So hopefully you'll find this video useful and you'll enjoy it, and especially with Eid coming up on Sunday the 11th of August, and hopefully everyone will be able to look their best on Eid, inshallah. Okay, so nighttime routine is not the most complicated for me. I tend to go for nice and easy because it's late, I'm tired, I just want to go straight to bed. So first thing I do is I wash my face with the L'Oreal, the Pure Clay Glow Scrub. That's the one I prefer, although they do have different ones for different skincare product needs. So you should use the one that you want. And then I follow it off with using the Ole Henriksen Transform Invigorating Night Transformation Gel. This is pretty pricey, so the L'Oreal in comparison is about $3.99. Not that expensive. I tend to get it from Superdrug, Savers, wherever. This can only be bought in Boots. This is from the starter pack, so I got it as a smaller version in the taster pack. And the taster pack was 3 different products at £58. But on its own, if you want to get a bigger bottle, it's £43. So it is a bit expensive. But there is an alternative which I actually was using before I started on that one, and that is from the Naturally Radiant series that Superdrug do, and it's the Glycolic Overnight Peel, which you're supposed to use only 2 times a week, and it's basically the same thing. It just makes sure everything is clear, so in the morning when you wash it off you'll feel a difference, everything will be a lot smoother. I've been using the Ole Henriksen for a few days now and it's amazing. I'm going to give it a trial and see how long it lasts for, firstly, because it is pretty expensive, and how well it actually helps my skin, because I am pretty prone to spots different times in a month depending on what I eat and what I drink, and not drinking enough water, obviously the usual stuff. Yeah. For morning routine, again, I wash with the Pure Clay Scrub. You can use it twice a day. It's recommended that you use it in the morning and in the evening. Just need a tiny little amount. Does a nice clean up of your face. Then I will admit I do use a lot of the Superdrug products. So I use the Naturally Radiant Glycolic Tonic. I'm actually going to be doing my skincare routine right now because it's when I do it normally. So I just put a little bit on a cotton pad and I go over my face with it. It's not actually that bad, although if you do have any open cuts or spots, be very careful because it will sting. It is an acid made from natural ingredients. I think it's kiwi actually, but it's actually really good. I enjoy it. And that is, I think, $5.99 from Superdrug. Then I follow it up with the Garnier Skincare Rose Toner. I do have sensitive skin. I'm allergic to perfume, so I need to be careful about the products that I use. Because this is vegan and it's mostly natural, I've had absolutely no reaction to it and it has not hurt me at all in any way, shape or form, and I'm actually pretty happy about that. It's really difficult to find things where I don't have an allergic reaction to it and then end up having to go to the hospital or having scars which I've gotten from being allergic to perfume. Then I follow that. I do have a pretty complicated skincare routine in the morning. I follow that up with the Naturally Radiant 2-in-1 Serum and Moisturiser. I tend to do 2 pumps. I don't actually need more than that. But everyone's different and it will depend on what you need it for. I found that because most of the stuff used by Superdrug's own care brand is naturally made, I've not had any bad reactions. And I am noticing a massive difference in my skin from these. I've been using them for about 6 months now, and they're really easy to buy. Really, they always have them pretty cheap if you're on a budget. I'm sure there's other products that are obviously amazing, but again, this is the one that I used and I found to work very well for me. I'm probably putting it all on wrong, but that's the way I do it. Funny enough, next thing I do in my skincare routine is vitamin C tablet. It's known for repairing skin damage, and I'm terrible at eating fruits. I like the chewable ones from Sainsbury's or Lidl. I think it's from Lidl, this one. About less than £1, I think. And then I finish off with the Nivea Daily Essential, the dry and sensitive skin one. It also has SPF 15. I use just a tiny amount. Mainly because my cheeks and my chin get very dry. And yeah, this is the skin routine I do every morning before I go to work, before I go anywhere. So it does take about 4 or 5 minutes. It's not very long, to be honest. Since I very rarely wear makeup, this is the thing that I care about more than anything. I've noticed that even when I do wear makeup, the fact that my skin is actually moisturized and plumper after everything, that it just glides on a lot easier. Although I do use a primer anyway, so that probably helps as well. But yeah, so that is the morning routine. One other thing that I do, once a week I give myself a face mask with a Pamper session. It's not very long. I tend to try to find 30 minutes in the week just to do it for myself. But I've been using the L'Oreal Pure Clay masks. This one I'm currently using is the Blemish Rescue one, the blue one. It's good for getting rid of any blemishes you tend to get and come up. It's pretty astringent. It stings a little bit when it's on your face, and it does have fragrance in it, so if you're allergic to perfumes like I am, make sure you do a skin test, a patch test, like you would with hair dye, to make sure there's no adverse reaction to you, because I did that before I got it, and luckily I've not had any kind of adverse reaction to it. It's pretty great. It does actually smooth out the skin. It makes everything feel really soft and supple. But yeah, and then once I do that, I tend to do a sheet mask after it, mainly because my skin is pretty dry, like I said. So once I've washed it off, my skin's dry, so I need to do a sheet mask. I put a bit of toner on, sheet mask, and then I leave that on for 15-20 minutes, and that's my Pamper session for the week. It's not very long, it's not very complicated, but it's what I can fit in with work and everything else. And I've noticed 30 minutes is more than enough for me in the week. You may want to do it a couple more times, but that is up to you. I think the recommendation on the jar is to only do it 2 times a week. But again, that is personal preference, so once or twice a week should be okay. I will do a list of all the products that I've said in this video in the description box. Some of it, and if I can, I'll try to put prices on, but what I'll do is instead I'll just tell you where it's from. That way you can check it, because I know there's sales and discounts and other things that are always going on. But yeah, hopefully this video helped and everyone's gonna be looking gorgeous and wonderful on the day, inshallah. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.